Dan, in as goalkeeper coach, what a great move for yourself, and it's good for the club as well.
Yeah, as soon as I got the phone call to see if I was interested, it was something that it was impossible to turn down. So jumped at the chance. Really, it's brilliant.
Knowing the place, knowing the manager, did that help?
Yeah, a lot. I only live up the road. I've played here for a couple of years. I've followed the lads for since I left really, but done my YT with Chris, so knowing him, I knew Gav previously as well. So coming in is quite easy as well.
I mean, that was something I found out the other day that I didn't know, that you're actually a 16-year-old with Chris. What was that like?
Different. It was challenging. It was moving away from home, first time full-time football, and as you know, he's got his standards, and if you fall short, it's not good enough.
That must help, Dan, knowing what Chris wants, knowing what he needs. Even though you were a boy at the time, you've got an insight into how he works.
Yeah, and in fairness to him, since he came in, was it last season, he's shown it at the club. You nearly got playoffs, not far off promotion, and he's come in and pretty much built a new team since he got the job. And last season was you're nearly there, whether a couple of games just missed out on the playoffs. So hopefully this season, with a couple more extra players, we can reach it.
As much detail as you can go into, what was that conversation? What was it that's brought Dan Hanford back to Carlisle?
Opportunity. His trust in me from knowing me as a person and a player, and the club's belief in me, and they're also going to give me that stepping stone to progress in a career in a different side of football.
It must be exciting. I mean, at a relatively young age for a coach, but it must be so exciting to take on a challenge like this.
Oh, massively. As you know, I'm not very a nervous person, but yeah, I am quite nervous in it. It's a new role, completely different to everything that I'm used to, but I'm looking forward to getting stuck right in.
You say that, Dan. I mean, we used to talk to you quite a lot with interviews for the official website, but I can tell now there's a difference in you. You've grown up, if you like to say.
Yeah, well, when I came here, I was a young lad. Cocky is probably the word, but yeah, grown up now. I'm a dad. Settled down with my missus. Been part of Carlisle now for a long while. So yeah, matured.
Knowing the club's ethos as you do, knowing the way the club works as you do, having been here relatively recently, how much does that help?
Oh, it helps a massive deal, because it's not just the manager and the staff, it's also the people above them. We all know how they want to work and which direction they want to go, and Carlisle's in a much more positive direction since I last left, so getting started again in a new role is really, really exciting.
It's a management staff that's driven. You've already said that, you've already seen it, having worked with them for a couple of days now. What's that like to come into? Exciting,
nerve-wracking, because there's a complete new element to my game and my lifestyle now that I have to bring and hopefully add to that. So to join that will be amazing. Coming
into it where it's going to be it's a new goalkeeping group for you with Magnus, but and another one to be added at least. What's that like again? Because that's something you can get your teeth into.
Yeah, it's brand new for both of us. I started working with Mags yesterday, and we're out today, and it's good to get a new start, a fresh start on a relationship, both on a clean slate. Mags is obviously going to be pushing for #1 spot. I believe we're bringing in another keeper as well, so it's going to be great. I'll be learning from them, they'll be learning from me.
What sort of coach are you, Dan? Are you the strict disciplinarian type? Are you more easygoing, or do you mix it all up?
I think there's a time and place for everything. As a goalkeeper, it's a lonely position, but you've also got to have the highest standards. So I think I'll bring both to the game, and hopefully help out the lads that we bring in.
Your experience in league football, the non-league with Gateshead and Southport, that's got to be valuable.
Yeah, I've done a lot of playing. So on the playing side, I'm experienced, so I know exactly what the players are going to go through, which I think also helps them. It's not just somebody talking from a wishy point of view. So I think that should help my role, and it should help them a lot.
It's not just about shot stopping, it's not just about the technical ability of being able to be positioned and catch and all the rest of it. There's a lot of mental work goes on as well. What's that like?
On the mental side for a goalkeeper is completely different. You stood alone for most of 90 minutes, and one mistake and it's a goal. So it's different. The goalkeeper role has changed over the last 5-10 years and it's trying to keep up with it. I'm hoping that I know enough to bring to the players, and on the mental side, I've probably been through half of what they're going to go through this season, so it'll be good help for them as well.
So here, Dan, you had to be patient, then you got your chance, you took it with both hands, you had to be patient again. There is a lot of that you'll be able to bring to Magnus and the goalkeeping group to help them get through whatever happens.
Yeah, definitely. The life of a goalkeeper is a lonely one, it's a hard one, and possibly what I didn't have as a player, as much as I would like to have had now, take my chance back, is the patience and the calmness of, you have to sit on the bench regardless, or if you make a mistake, it's how you deal with that. There's a lot of things that, looking back, I've learnt on, and for this season I'll be able to help the lads with that, from a personal perspective.
Again, on a personal perspective, getting your future sorted with pre-season just about to start, how good was that?
Amazing, exciting. It all happened really, really fast. Started from a text, phone call, a meeting, and there we are. It's done. It's sorted. So, it was a chance to progress my career. Playing doesn't last long, so it was a family decision where this is the next step. I was really excited. I can't lie. I think you can see that around the place. I'm nervous as well. Get going with the lads and slowly implement the way that I want to do things, and learn from Beachy, Gav, and everybody else around the building. So to get started, really looking forward to it. And
this is also a fact. I don't care that you're from Wales and whoever you've followed. You're a Carlisle fan. You've over the years you've kept in touch with the club. You've come in and trained a couple of times. Yeah. You genuinely follow this club.
Yeah, I think even when I was here, we had the floods when there was a few things going on, and I became part of the local community. And I said even in my interviews then that Carlisle is a tight-knit community and everybody does try to help each other. My missus is from here, our kids in school living up here as well, so I'm part of it. It's on my doorstep, and you just can't help it. It's a club that it's a massive club, and you just want to follow it. So it's always like, I know the staff as well, so it's always checking in if they're all right. You're right, I have been down training, so it's just the next step.
I've got a huge smile on my face because it feels like it fits.
Yeah, it could be right. It's mad how everything's happened, and it's quite exciting. So I'm looking forward to get going.
You mentioned this as well. It's not a club that just wants to lie dormant. We were so close last year. We want to take that next step.
Yeah, I think since I've been here, the fans are never happy with just what the club's doing. Regardless of whether in promotion, the top, it's a club that's driven by performance and winning. When I came in, we just came down from League One, and the fans were still trying to push the club, no matter how bad things were, to get up there. And the club has that standard, and I think that's what everybody loves about it, is there is standards there. So hopefully this season it can just be the next step and go for glory.
Got to ask about Wales. What's your thoughts?
I'm going to win it. No, I'm absolutely buzzing with it. I didn't expect much this time. I thought the last Euros we were on a high, but I think the lads have shown that we're kind of a tough nut to crack. So last 16 and just see how it goes, isn't it?
Dan, it's great to see you back. Good luck with the job.
Cheers.